I'm here with Jamie Black, who is the founder of the RedDress Project, and she is also the arts program coordinator for the Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Girls Inquiry. Jamie, can you tell me a little bit about what stemmed your interest into the RedDress Project?
Many years ago, I was out in Bogota, Colombia, and there was a large public. It was a performance, but also a protest, and there were about 500 women included in this performance. They were out in the public square in Bogota, Colombia, and all of them had missing family members. And they were really out there having their voices heard, and it was really amazing because it was out in a public space. Everybody was watching them and hearing what they had to say. So they did really simple things like call out the name of who was missing in their family. And then also as part of that performance, about 40 women in red dresses did a choreographed dance, and then they broke and they were shouting and screaming as though they were looking for someone. And then also they went running up to the statue in the middle of the square, grappled up to the statue, and a woman in a red dress was standing up there, and she yelled out, "Where are they?" at the top of her voice. And so that was like such a powerful moment to witness. And every time I tell that story, I get chills. And it was at that moment that I was like, I need to use my art as a way to allow people to have their voices heard. And the possibility of doing that really in the here and now, and not waiting for approval or anything like that, and really just coming together and creating these spaces for people to have their voices heard.
Absolutely, and that's super impactful. So as a part of so you're also working with the Inquiry right now. You're the art program coordinator. Can you tell me a little bit about what that means for the Inquiry?
I think my role as an artist working for the Inquiry is really a role as a healer. I think art can be very, very healing, and it is for me, myself personally, but also I know it has that capability for others, which is really evidence in the RedDress Project and how it has spread and become a symbol and a place for people to have conversation about missing and murdered women and girls, and for families to have their voices heard around that. So my work is really around creating those spaces for people and working with youth and working with women who have experienced violence, families, and really providing them that space where they can creatively kind of express themselves.
Absolutely. And you did mention that you're going to be working with Studio 393 and working at like resilience and like working with the youth there. What are some of your plans going forward for that program?
Well, I really like to leave things open creatively, because I know that the youth there in that program are just extremely, extremely talented, and they have voices and they have stories that need to be told. So I'm just going to be there as a facilitator and just kind of finding, kind of filling in the holes that they need and finding them space to have their voices heard.
Absolutely. So we're going to go over to Eden right now, and she's going to give you a little bit of an update of what's happening with the Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Girls Inquiry. For RRC TV, I'm Mel Hansen.